Hi everyone, my name is Katie, and today I'm going to share with you some great books that are for teen summer reading. There's a few fantasy novels and there's a few more real life novels. That way we have a mix for everybody, I hope. So the first book that I'd like to share with you today is Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. Be a good girl, Echo. Do good in school, Echo. Follow the rules, Echo. Therapy's gonna help, Echo. These are all the things that my family and therapists tell me, but none of them will tell me what happened. A year ago, I was a good student. I was popular. I had friends. I was a good friend. Now, I have scars that cover my arm, and I have no idea how they got there. The other kids, they laugh and they whisper and they say that I did it to myself. I just want to know what happened. Noah's a bad boy. He's dangerous. He's the last person that I ever want to talk to, or ever would have before. But Noah will listen, and he's going to help me find out the truth. Everything about Noah screams dangerous. And every word, every touch, and every kiss between us is forbidden. But maybe find out more than just information when you break all the rules. That is from Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. My next book is If I Stay. I apologize for the glare. So If I Stay by Gail Forman. The last moment that Mia remembers is being in the car with her family. But now, Mia, the talented cellist, is standing outside her body beside their mangled Buick with her dead parents' bodies and watching as the ambulance loads her and her brother while the paramedics are working on them. She ponders, am I dead? On the way to the hospital, because her body's in a coma. And she has to reflect about if she wants to fight to stay alive. Throughout this, we get to see her life through her thoughts and reflections. And we get to explore the reasons why she should, or maybe she shouldn't stay. Is her passion for classical music and her relationship with her boyfriend and her family and friends enough to get Mia to stay? Find out in Gail Forman's If I Stay. Another great book that's very relevant right now is How It Went Down by Kikla Magoon. Tariq is a young black teenager who may or may not have been a good person. He may or may not have been in a gang, and he may or may not have had a gun in his hand. But he was shot in front of a bodega in his neighborhood, and now he's definitely dead. That's one thing everyone can agree on. The only thing. Lots of people have their own opinion about Tariq. His friends, family, neighbors, strangers. Everyone has their own opinion about what kind of person he was, or whether or not he's the cause that sent the events into motion that ended in his death. And they even differ about what they saw leading up to the events that were his death. The problem is that nobody on the street can agree about what happened. And finding out about the truth about Tariq is going to be a lot harder than you think. But if you read How It Went Down by Kikla Magoon, you might just find out that truth. So my next book is The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Have you ever asked yourself, do monsters make war, or does war make monsters? Carew is a normal teenager, but with blue hair. Naturally blue hair, by the way. She lives in Prague, she carries a sketchbook with her, and she attends an art school. That's normal. But the enormous number of languages that Carew can speak, and the fact that she disappears from time to time with no trace, those aren't normal. See, Carew works in Brimstone's office, and she runs errands for him. But the pictures in her sketchbook, they're pictures of the monsters that she meets when she's running these errands. She has no idea why she works there, or where she came from, or where the monsters come from. Nobody will tell her. It's just how it's always been. Then, one day, black handprints start showing up on doors all over Brimstone's world, and he begins to run out of human teeth that he needs. Yes, human teeth. When the handprints prevent Carew from getting close to Brimstone, she panics, and she's desperate to find him and help him. Akiva is a fire-eyed angel from another world who could tell Carew everything that she wants to know about her past. But if he tells her, he might pay a terrible price. Will Carew ever be able to get back to Brimstone? Will she ever solve the mystery of the black handprints? And will she ever know about her past? You can find out by reading book 1 in the trilogy, The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. So my next book is also from a trilogy. It's book 1, The Girl of Fire and Thrones by Ray Carson. Elisa has a godstone in her navel. A gift from God. She can barely see over the folds in her stomach. Bearers are only chosen once every century. Elisa was already born a princess, and then the godstone has marked her, so she's special twice over. Now, if only she had the grace and bearing that a princess needs. Instead, Elisa is the smart fat girl. But when the king from a neighboring realm needs a wife, Elisa leaves behind her lush home to be the queen of the desert land. Though she's kind of bored, and through her studies in religion, she learns that her godstone is as much a curse as it is a blessing, and that many bearers die before they ever do anything, and very young. Now, there's a dark magic coursing over the land, and a realm of neighboring, warring people have figured out how to use it. But they need godstones. They ripped them from the navels of the bearers. And they're coming to Elisa's realm. Threats surrounding her on all sides. And then a group of kidnappers drag her from her bedroom chambers and into the heat of the desert. But this is where she's going to find her strength. And through the daily struggle of sand and heat and walking forever, she starts to feel her body change and her godstone come to life. As that power starts trickling through her, Elisa starts to believe that she'll learn her task as the bearer and be able to fight for what she wants. But the question is she going to live long enough to be able to do that? You can find out by reading Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. My last book is These Broken Stars. Oh, sorry, the glare is horrible today. These Broken Stars by Annie Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Lilac LaRue knows better than anyone to show interest in a boy. Ever. Her dad's the richest man in the universe. He doesn't think anybody's good enough for his daughter, and he proved that with the last boy that she thought she was in love with. So, When the luxury space liner Icarus crashes into the nearest terraformed planet, leaving Lilac and the nobody war hero Tarver as the only survivors, she knows that she's going to have to rely on him to survive. But she's not going to be able to betray any inkling of liking him if she wants him to live too. Tarver shared a few words with Lilac before he knew who she was, before the Icarus and everyone on board besides themselves died. But the girl he spoke to that night is not this spoiled rich girl that he's marooned with now. But the longer that they are marooned together, the more the walls between them start to come down. And as they begin to realize the true nature of this planet that they're stuck on, the more sure they become that the only thing they can trust is what is building between them. Find out if they survive or escape the planet or grow to hate each other by reading These Broken Stars. It's also a trilogy book, book 1. Thank you so much for listening to my book talk today. I hope you enjoyed them and found something that might be to your liking. Have a good day.